Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttradesolutions.com on a Tuesday, 16th, post-holiday here. We had a market closing on yesterday. We come back. Interest rates, been, kind of tweeting about this. That's really the big deal. Let's get right into it. I did a class on earnings. We had a lot of the banks are kind of just meandering about, no big deal on the earnings. Let's get right into the charts and start with, nothing new to talk about with the averages, just the same old kind of, just choppy trading. The levels really to look at. We cannot break, even with rates coming up today. It's very interesting how we are unable to break any significant levels. 47.75 really is the level. So nothing new here. Under the surface, lots going on. You can see we keep bumping up against that 1700. Russell's really the weak sister, finally breaking down. We'll see if we can hold 1900. But again, the story today was, as I mentioned, rates. They jumped up on the cusp of breaking out. 409 is the yield. This also pushed the dollar higher, right up against, it looks like we're headed up to this level here, 103.70. We're almost there. You can see that was the origin of that drop. We'll see if that holds. In regards to the currencies, we've got Japanese yen tonight. We've got Bank of Japan tonight. If they don't change any of the policy, then it's probably going to head down lower, and obviously the dollar strength as well. This is also obviously pressuring the metals to some degree, gold in particular. Gold kind of hanging in there, but nothing new here. The gold mining shares are the ones that got hit today as well. Other than that, really crude oil, nothing new. I mean, these markets are just same old, which means we're probably due for something to change here. Clearly, these markets will not stay this kind of range bound and choppy forever. That's the good news, right? If you're patient enough and ride it out, you could actually catch something here, probably coming up in the next days or so. Now, nat gas also gave back all the gains. Cold weather's kind of warming up, so to speak. So we'll see if that changes. All of the action again is under the surface. We've got AMD hitting. That was a big mover today, right up against 162. Consolidating and then rallying again. We've got NVIDIA new highs again. So there is a lot of stuff going on under the surface. Tesla tried to get a bounce today, but still looks fairly weak here. Bounce from 213. Try to get a bounce this morning. Apple is the big one. Apple is the one that's got to get going. I think that's part of the reason why the averages were down. You cannot get these averages moving any higher until we actually get Apple moving. Again, it's still the largest company in the indexes. 187 is the key level. So watch that. We have a bunch of earnings coming up. We got DFS. We've got the banks all reported. We got Schwab and Goldman today. All the banks actually got hit a little bit, but no big deal. So, they went nowhere, which sets up for some really nice credit spread type of situation with some of these mega caps. So that pretty much does it, everybody. Again, sign up for the newsletter. I've been talking about these rates. There's plenty of opportunity under the surface. You still have to be patient. It's just a mixed bag all over the place. But if you're patient and you apply the right strategies, you may get something. So again, I'm going to probably do another class. I just finished a class literally about 2 hours ago about some of these strategies in the options market. And as we progress, next week, we got, just looking forward, Microsoft on Tuesday. That's going to be the first really mega cap to report. That's going to be interesting to see what happens with all the hoopla about AI and all these stocks making new highs. TSM also Thursday pre-market. I don't know about Taiwan Semi. I don't know if that's going to have any impact. The stock really hasn't done much, and it really has very little bearing to AMD or Nvidia. It's kind of trading in its own little world there. So in any event, all right, you guys, give me a thumbs up, sign up for the channel, subscribe to the newsletter, and I'll keep you posted on X, any new developments here on what's going on here. Okay. All right. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you on Friday. Take care.